We're French and we always have an interest with last name. Could you please explain to us your last name, Deculus? And I do believe there's a French origin with a different name there. Am I correct?
Yeah. So yeah, it's Deculus or a Deculus. It would be how my grandparents would say it, or the elders in my family. But up to five generations ago, there was an Eli Lucullus or Lucullus the first. My grandfather is the fifth. Yeah. So 3 generations ago, I believe it was 3 generations ago, it changed from Lucullus to Deculus. My grandpa always told me it was because that grandfather that changed the name, when he did change it, he wrote the L like a D. So it changed to Deculus somehow in paperwork. I guess people weren't as not articulate, but illiterate maybe. So that's how I understood it whenever he told me as a kid. So I said, okay, well, I could see how if someone wrote an L, that another person back then might decipher it as a D. But as I've thought about it over the years, I think it happened, the change happened because maybe the family went off in a different, like clan, say, like different brothers that were Lucullus. One maybe kept the Lucullus last name or Lucullus last name, and then another one wanted to make his own like clan family, and he changed it to Deculus. So I have a feeling that something like that happened, and that happens like 5 generations back, or rather 3 generations back. And the last name Lucullus actually traces back to BC times. You can look it up. You can type in the name Lucullus on YouTube, on the internet, and someone will pop up named Lucius Licinius Lucullus, and he was a Roman general. And I think like he was born in 118 BC, and he was like consul to Rome. So the last name Lucullus goes as far back as that, and so. I don't have any documentation on my dad's side, that Lucullus last name, past that first Eli Lucullus the first. I think there's another elder in my family that's done research on it. And I could ask her what she has about that, about where they derived from. But I feel like that's my journey to like do my own research on, and the time will come for that. It hasn't come yet, but maybe when I have less on my plate, when I'm a little older, maybe I want to do that research, go to the courthouse, go past that Eli the first, and see where did they come from. My grandfather always told me that we came from Greece, though. When I was little, he always said our people come from Greece, because I would ask him where our last name came from. And Greece, Rome connection somewhere in there, I guess. So back to Rome and Greece would be where the last name traces from.
I'll tell you something. When the time comes, I would love to hear what you find, because there's going to be a lot of digging. I'm going to tell you, that's very descriptive.